Greetings, Taurus, all placements. Okay, so this week I'm not doing cards, I'm just doing channeled messages because they've been coming through like crazy. So, Taurus, first things first, I was hearing two worlds. So, two worlds apart, two worlds, one family, Tarzan. Now, in Tarzan, they were trying to assimilate him. They were trying to, I don't know, make him more like a man and less like a wild beast. But he was raised, you know, by the apes. So, he has like this man versus beast dynamic. He also can do certain things that the, you know, settlers, white settlers can't do. Like, there are certain gifts that he has, especially with the land, with the animals, that at first he's like made fun of and kind of seen like not as smart, or that he's dumb, or he's, you know, a beast of a man, he can't be trusted. So someone here could be looking at you, or you could be looking at someone like a beast of a woman, a beast of a man, like, we can't trust them, you can't this. But it's like Tarzan is needed, and Tarzan actually is like connected from a heart level to those things, whereas the people that are like ostracizing him are so far disconnected from their heart and have zero emotional intelligence, zero emotional connection to their heart. And someone here is dealing with a situation like that. You're in a family situation, in a work setting, where people are so disconnected from their heart, so disconnected from humanity, so disconnected. They are just like a robot running on autopilot, and it's disgusting. Sorry. Anywho, okay, someone else here, I was hearing no nightshades, no gluten. Someone here, headaches, sinus pressure, migraines, things like that. Cut out those food groups. Thank me later. Also, more phosphorus, magnesium, and zinc. Specifically, I like ionic zinc sulfate. Is really bioavailable. I put drops of it in my water every day. I was also hearing Ethan or Eddie or Edward. I was also hearing the Night King. I was also hearing, oh, I just can't wait to be king. Now in that, Scar, you know, separated from Mufasa. So someone here could be like separated from the family or separated from a business, and someone still is like trying to get at the other person. Like someone is trying to dethrone someone or keep someone from accessing their throne. It's not going to happen. So get on board or get out is what I'm also hearing. Also, I was hearing the early bird gets the worm. So someone here, and I'm hearing started from the bottom, now we hear start from the bottom, now the whole thing popping, start from the bottom, now we're here. So someone here could have been watching someone, keeping their eye on someone. They could have given this person an opportunity and helped this person out, but they didn't. They just stayed silent. And now that they're watching this person rise from being like the fool that people were kind of making fun of, or they're like, oh, they're this crazy baboon, or they're this hocus pocus, whatever person. And now that person is like emperor, empress status, doing very well as an entrepreneur, their own business, very well in all their endeavors, and well respected. And now someone is like, man, but the early bird gets the worm. Someone missed their opportunity here. Someone here did not give someone an opportunity when they could have. So, Taurus, you are going to have to decide if you're going to be brave enough to ask someone, you know, to work for you, maybe give them an extra for the time that you didn't believe in them, but now you're finally believing in them, or vice versa. Someone here is going to be wondering, Taurus, if you'll accept their offer, or if you'll ignore them because they ignored you. So, but I will say being stubborn is not going to be helpful at this time, especially with Pluto in retrograde that rules death and huge destructions, transformations. So there's a lot of that going on in the world. Saturn is really hard-earned lessons and things that can be passed down in the family tree. Things that our ancestors have dealt with physically on a health experience as well, or just emotional experience as well. And Neptune is retrograde as of yesterday, which means there is extra trickery and deception, and people who's cheating who, and people wondering, well, I'm hearing, if you want me to wait, I will wait for you. If you tell me to stay, I would stay right through. If you don't want to say anything at all, I'm happy wondering. So someone here is just happy wondering. They're not even going to reach out. And that's honestly what I was channeling. Someone here is going to miss an opportunity of a lifetime because they're not even going to reach out to someone. They're happy just wondering. Wondering, what if I would have met that person? What if I would have reached out to that person? Oh, that just irks me. That irks me so much. I was also hearing scratch. So someone here could have scratches. You could get scratched by something, so be cautious. But when I hear scratch, I think of like an entry fee and someone scratching. So someone could have to scratch or withdraw. This could even be like scratching out a reservation somewhere, scratching out travel plans, scratching your entry fee on something. I was also hearing 3 strikes and you're out. Someone also is only committed to something as long as it serves them. This can be a relationship, it can be a working situation, but someone in something is highly conditional. They do not care. They're only being nice in a situation as long as it serves them. So this is like the yes, dear, yes, honey, because she doesn't want to get a job and she, wants to keep living under the roof, whatever. So this can also be a work situation where they're like, yes, absolutely, absolutely. But like they don't have heart respect. Someone here doesn't have the other's respect. Respect is not in the situation. It's also a heartless situation, which I think is why a Tarzan kind of person needs to be brought into the dynamic. Something is just heartless, and it's very conditional. And it's kind of on the verge, on the brink of cataclysmic explosive. I don't know, something here, it could be explosive. I did say all the fire and all those things that I channeled, and my last readings literally came true last week in the news. So someone here is an indomitable force to be reckoned with. Also, okay, back to the beginning story. Someone was watching someone who was like, everyone else can recognize that someone's working hard, but there's someone who's like, nah, that person's hardly working. But now, like someone here could have said someone's lazy, that they hardly work, they don't really work that hard, their stuff is easy. But like other people are watching and they're like, no, they're a really hard worker. Like this is what makes me laugh when people say that about me. It's like, what? So doing things at the barn, handling all my personal clients, taking care of my animals, I love vacuuming. I love keeping things clean and nice. And it's like, I also cook all of my own meals. So it's like, how can you say that I'm editing a wedding? Like, I do like a trillion different things. And so when people try and be like, because I've had this with previous employers in the horse industry. It's like, wait, so I was doing your job, his job, and my job. Not only was I not getting paid anything from you all, so I had to work other jobs. And you tried to say that I was working other jobs that I wasn't working when my other jobs were photography and reading energy like this, because I've been doing this professionally for years. But they wanted to say that I was doing other things, which there's zero proof of because I've never done that in my life. So someone here could be spreading lies about someone because they don't want them to get their divine appointment. They don't want them to rise up the ladder. They don't want them to get that spot. They don't want them to be in their throne. But karma is and just like I said, with Pluto, death, destruction, all of that, now I'm hearing she had it coming. And in that song, it's actually he had it coming. But there's a female out here who tried to ruin someone's career. And I'm not wishing anything bad on someone, but whatever they wished on, whatever awful things they wished on someone is gonna happen to them and their family. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's literally what's happening. That's the karmic wheel. No words can heal a broken heart, but where there's hope, somewhere, something is calling for you. So rejection is always protection. Someone here can be really stuck on a past situation, a dream job, the best animal. They're, which loss of a child and a pet is never, you can't ever get over that. But I do believe that there is always divine appointments by God, and that he truly only takes something because there's something else that's occurring that truly needs our full energy, and our full energy would not be available to step into that spot that God is pruning and creating for you if you didn't have other things taken. And I've seen that happen in my life so many times. Every unfair, horrible thing that has happened to me is always brought up with something that is a huge gift that I could not receive and I could not take responsibly, this new gift, this new blessing, unless that previous thing had been taken from me. And I would never release those previous things. So there's something like that happening. Like God knows you would never drop something, you would never stop something, but your calling is elsewhere. He needs you elsewhere. And so there is something here about trust your heart, let fate decide to guide these lives we see. Also, for one so small, you seem so strong. That's also in the Tarzan song. He also says, every moment now the bond gets stronger. So something here, the bond will just strengthen naturally, intrinsically. You're supposed to trust your heart in a situation. Someone who has a muggle job is judging someone else who's an entrepreneur and saying they're never going to amount to anything, but they've amounted to a lot. Someone here wants to end something for someone else because they don't want them to get it. Someone else here wants to end a relationship or cut off an employee so that they can hire someone else, work with someone else, or that they can date someone else. But it does seem like someone is not going to do that, and they're going to wish that they had, because they're going to be really missing out on a divine appointment. But it's okay, because God will just set that person up with another divine appointment if you don't go after it. So Taurus, don't be lazy, go after that thing.